Hey guys, it's Beauty Queen and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I got in my pregnancy thing when I went to the doctor's. I am pre-recording this. I decided not to put it as part of the 12-week video that I did, which I literally started filming today, just because I didn't want that video to be too long, and I know it's already going to be really long. So I decided to make this as an individual video. I did one of these with my last pregnancy, but there's a lot less stuff, and this one didn't come in a giant folder, it just came as this, so I thought I'd show you guys through it. So we'll leave the big book last, but it just came with a hell of a lot of pamphlets and slips. So we'll go through the slips first, and we'll go for like least to most things in them, just because that's going to be easier to do. So the first three things we're going to look at are these. So there's this one here which just says sleep on side when baby's inside from 28 weeks of pregnancy. It goes, research shows that going to sleep on your side from 28 weeks of pregnancy halves the risk of stillbirth compared with sleeping on your back. And then it has just a bunch of like frequently asked questions like, why should I go to sleep on my side? Is it best to go sleep on my left or right side? But what if I feel more comfortable going to sleep on my back? What if I wake up on my back? What is the risk of stillbirth if I go to sleep on my back? So there's just a bunch of questions here. And then it just says, for more information, please contact your midwife, nurse, or doctor. And it has a little website down at the bottom. I'm obviously just going to like half-ass talk about this stuff because it will take me forever to read through like this and everything. So I'm just like showing you what I got. I got this, which is the National Immunisation Register, information about adults, about where your immunisation details are held. So it says what information was recorded, so your name, address, date of birth, sex, blah, 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 blah. That's all it really says. Then it says planning for pregnancy or when pregnant, and it just says folic acid and neural tube defects including spina bifida. Take 1 folic acid tablet daily, and it just has, and then it says iodine on the back. So it's just about what you really need. I got this one here. This is my prenatal. So this is just like, you could either, my doctor said I could either get a prenatal or she could just prescribe this, like the iodine tablets and the folic acid. I decided to get a prenatal, even though that would have been way cheaper, because for 30 tablets it's $36, and for 100 tablets it's $80 something. From now on I will be getting the 100 tablets, just because that's going to last me a lot longer, because this is a 30 days supply. But apparently this is, according to the doctor, she thinks this is the only one that is actually what you need. It says that you need 800 mcg of folic acid daily and 150 mcg of iodine only tablet a day. Where this one here, it has it in red, and it says the folic acid is 800 mcg, and there's 2, and the iodine is 250 mcg. So it seems like it's really high in iodine. But the good thing about iodine and iodine or iodine, however you want to pronounce it, is if you don't need it, you can still have it in your system and your body just won't absorb it, from what I know. But yeah, and these ones just come in little things. They don't come in a nice bottle, which I wish they did, because I would love just to have a nice little bottle of these, and they make me feel so nauseous. They're disgusting, but you know, you gotta have them. And then you get a bunch of pamphlets. So there's I can't speak. Ugh, this happened last pregnancy. Immunise during pregnancy. So it just has all the different ones you can get while you're pregnant and when your baby is certain ages. And it has like a bunch of statistics, like over 800 babies caught whooping cough in 2010-2013 outbreak in New Zealand. Of those, 75% needed hospital treatment. 2 babies and 1 3-year-old died. Baby's first immunisation is at 6 weeks apparently. And it just goes 90% of babies are protected if you get immunisations for whooping cough during pregnancy for the first few weeks. And then apparently you get them immunised. The recommended times protected against whooping cough and several other serious diseases at 6 weeks, 3 months, or 5 months. And delaying it puts it at bigger risk, blah, blah, blah. So it's just things you really need to know. HIV testing in pregnancy. So, it just has like the treatment, the results, how accurate the test is, that it's done in it's part of your blood tests and all of that kind of stuff. Food safety, so avoiding what to avoid when pregnant. So this has a bunch of things that you can't really eat. Then it has alcohol in pregnancy, what you might not know. So it just kind of says like all the information that you need to know about drinking while pregnant. Not that you should do that anyway, nor should you smoke. Then it just says optional screening, your choice, your decision. So this is for testing for Down syndrome and other conditions in pregnancy. So it just has all the stuff about what happens in the scan, how it's done, and all that stuff. And this is very optional. You do not have to have this done. I know I will not be having this done. I don't care what my partner says, I'm not having that done. Because when I did my research, I'm pretty sure when I was pregnant with the twins, I found out you can be put at higher risk for having complications. So, you know, I don't want that. Plus, I don't really care if my kid has Down syndrome. Like, I mean, I'll care, but I mean, that's not going to stop me loving that child anyway. And knowing it's not going to make me change my mind about having this child or anything. Like, I think if I had the test, I'd be stressing myself out more finding out. If I did find out then I would be after having the child. So I'm just not getting that done. But I mean, each to their own. You get to pick what you do. The baby's daddy just messaged me, so I better reply. Then there's just this one here. This is Your Pregnancy, a guide to pregnancy and childbirth in New Zealand. So I won't go through all of it, but it just, so it says being pregnant. So it just has like, this is the table of contents that you find in the book. So choosing a leading midwife or leading maternity care or whatever you want to call it. Care you're entitled to, the screening, receiving care from a specialist, other maternity services, parental leave, your developing baby, a brief overview, twins, keeping healthy in your pregnancy. Then it goes labour and birth, so classes and childbirth education, preparing for birth, the stages of labour, variations in labour and birth, and it says after birth, postnatal care, screening for your baby, breastfeeding, safe sleeping, registering your baby's birth, start of your well child visits, immunisation and returning to work. So that's just what this does. There is 33 pages in all of it. and like things like, yeah, just a bunch of stuff that you need to know. So that's all that I got. It's a lot. It's not, it actually seems like a lot when you think about it, but it's really not a lot, especially when like 3 of them are like 1 page long. I haven't gone through all this yet. The only ones I haven't gone through this one yet, and I haven't gone through, not that one, these 2. So these 3 are the ones I have not gone through, and alcohol and pregnancy because I don't drink. I'm 17, I don't drink. That'd be weird. And I also know not to drink alcohol anyway when you're pregnant. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.